How's everyone doing this afternoon? Okay, all right. I am excited to be with you guys. Real quick, we're just going to get this out of the way. I don't want you to take all your time taking notes. I want you to engage. So you can go, well, this is what we're going to talk about today, the 7 steps to build a powerful personal brand. And at that link, mikekim.com/tribe, you can get all my slides and some pictures of Jeff. All those things he's been talking about. I'm just kidding. So just grab that whenever. And if you don't want to grab that right now, you can grab it later. I'll give you that link again so that you don't have to take pictures of all the slides and write furiously, because I want us to really, really engage during this time that we have together. Sound good? Okay, so all that stuff is there at mikekim.com/tribe, and that's the only photo you have to take at all, if anything. Just write that down, and you can grab that after the talk. Now, when it comes to personal brand, I love being in a room like this because I am one of you. I'm a creative. I'm an artist. My mother was an artist. Her husband, Chick, is right over there, and they met in an art club in Philadelphia, painting together, right? And so I totally understand this portion of the folks who are in this room and say, I love art, and I want to do art, and I want to create, and I want to write, and I want to draw. And then there's this other side that involves marketing. It involves business. And they feel like oil and water. They feel like, for many of us, like disparate concepts, right? So I want to kind of get into this because, and I love talking to you guys about this, because most creators don't have a marketing plan. They have a plan on how to create art, how to write a book, how to get it done, how to start a blog, how to launch a podcast, but most people don't have a marketing plan. This is most creators' marketing plan. And this is not Frankenstein. This is the monster. Anyone who's read the story properly knows that the doctor's name is Frankenstein. And of course, we take these disparate parts and we mean well and we piece them together, but we don't know how to put it all together, right? This is, hey, I'm your marketing plan. This is it. And we take products that are wonderful products in of themselves. Tribe Writers is one of them. I actually joined Tribe Writers 5 years ago, when I first got my start and wanted to really find my creative voice. It's one of them. And then we buy product after product after product. Anyone guilty? Anyone done this? And you don't know how to put it all together, and then we have a brand that looks like this guy. It's just kind of Frankenstein together. So for that reason, I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is probably the most important session that you'll attend at Tribe. Not because it's better, but because it's the missing piece. Not because it's better, but because it's the missing piece of the puzzle. How do I put this all together? Now, I understand the aversion that creative people have towards marketing. So let me propose just a different perspective. Marketing isn't about closing a sale. It's about opening a relationship. Can we get behind this one? Yeah, raise your hand if you can get, does that feel better? Right, does that feel a lot better? It's not about closing a sale. Of course, we want people to purchase our products, to purchase our services, whatever that is. Otherwise, we don't have a business. We have a hobby. But marketing is about opening a relationship. If you do the things that we've talked about here so far at Tribe and the wonderful things that you're going to hear tomorrow, it's really all about allowing people to open a relationship with you. I like to say it's like a shopping mall that has multiple doors. If you've ever gone to a shopping mall, there's not just one entrance. Sometimes you go in through the food court door. Sometimes you go through Bloomingdale's. And all these folks out there eventually end up in your little world, but they on-ramp different ways. And so when we talk about writing a book or starting a blog or starting a podcast and any of these multimedia channels that we can create, it's all just doors to the same shopping mall, which is your brand and your business. Is that cool? So all we're trying to do is open a relationship with them. Now, when it comes to a brand, there are 3 sub-identities to any and every brand, and all 3 are equally important. They are like 3 legs on a stool. You take one of them out, one of them's short, one of them's misaligned, can't work. So I'm just going to throw these all out there on the screen. 3 identities to every brand, and all 3 are important, and I'm an alliteration guy, so I like to find words that start with the same first letter, okay? And it's these. You've got a visual identity, you have a verbal identity, and you have a value identity. And all 3 must be aligned. in order for you to have a strong brand presence, a very strong brand identity. Let me explain, and this should be a little fun. I pulled an ad from Louis Vuitton. Anyone wearing any Louis LV today in the room? Go ahead and show it off. All right, you got your bag, all right? High-end designer fashion. High-end designer fashion. And a brand like this is going to have a very clear visual identity, correct? And they're going to have a very clear verbal identity because they have a very clear value identity. You can't buy anything in Louis Vuitton for like less than $1,000. And so what I did to illustrate this point is I pulled a Louis Vuitton ad and I simply changed the text. I changed the verbal identity. Here's what it is. Look at this. Does this feel weird? Does this feel weird? Raise your hand if this feels weird. Like you, here's the hard truth. Some of your brands look like this. They send a mixed message. They send a mixed message. Actually, that text, do you know where I got it from? Walmart. I don't even think you can buy anything that costs $1,000 at Walmart. Maybe a couple of lawnmowers, if you buy 5 of them at a time. Completely different value identity, and hence completely different verbal and visual identity. Neither business model is wrong. Both companies make a lot of money, but they make them in very different ways. Make sense? This is what the real ad looks like. Some artsy copywriter put that slogan together. Sometimes home is just a feeling. Right under our $800 sunglasses. What's over there? That $3,000 watch, and look at that black bag in the upper left. Probably cost $3,000. Profits from the bag benefit Conservation Cotton Initiative Uganda. Do you see the wildebeest and wildlife in the background? That's all aligned. That's brand identity. What are the 3 V's again? Shout them out. Visual, verbal, value. When even one of these is misaligned, your brand is like a wobbly stool. It doesn't work. Anyone feeling like convicted in one way or another now? Is this making sense though? This is making sense. Okay. So today I'm going to lay out a 7-part framework in terms of how, to show you how we can build this stuff and put all these things, instead of Frankensteining it, putting them in the right order, because I love this quote. Gary Keller said this: success is sequential, not simultaneous. We come to Tribe, we come to other events like this, and we hear great ideas, and we just want it to, boom, all fall right in our lap at once. We wish like we could get Jeff and his whole team of speakers and marketers just to like spend 6 hours with us and build a brand so when we leave, it's all done. Have you ever noticed you can't go on eBay and buy a personal brand? You can't. Every person, man, woman, boy, girl, YouTube kid who shoots videos of him opening toys and making money off of it, they earned that. They earned it. You can't buy that kind of influence. You can buy an email list, but you can't buy the relationship. Because marketing isn't about closing a sale. It's about opening a relationship. So, 7 steps, and I want you to understand that these steps go in order. It's sequential. Success is sequential. Every brand has these 7 things, but oftentimes they have them in the wrong order. And when you have things in the wrong order, you get the wrong number, even if you have the right digits. You can have the right digits, but if you build them in the wrong order, you get the wrong number, and that's why your brand isn't dialed in.